head-to-heads across the board.
All right, well, while we take a look at the video here, Bled Dinka, why don't you actually take us underway with the game as well? Because obviously the maps can be a big part of it, but we want to see the game.
Thank you very much, Jason. Yeah, the maps, Inferno, Mirage, and Nuke. Now, this is going to be fun. We got Inferno coming up next. That's going to be straight away. That's going to be one of the best maps. I think it's going to be very, very close. So we'll see if we can get underway here straight away into the pistol round, Blair.
Into the pistol round, and that's a very quick start indeed. Derek and Pro left in a, well, it was a 2v5. They're going to get the bomb done, but this is going to be a very hard retake. But Pro, he suddenly makes it look pretty doable. I was actually surprised that Beyond didn't go for the Inferno ban. It's one of the most played maps for Bren in the past few months, but now it's all on Pro. Tapping away through the smoke, trying to line up his crosshair with where the diffuser might be. They're just going to try to body block him. And in fact, none of the bullets are going to be really landing on, well, any of them. And it's going to be Beyond winning a very pretty convincing pistol round. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that the Inferno didn't get banned out by Beyond. Instead, I think they went for the overpass ban. Yeah.
We take a look at the most recent matchup, which, to be fair, is a couple of months ago. They did play Inferno, Beyond won at 16-12. Bren, obviously, quite a comfortable team on Nuke, were able to win 16-11. And then Overpass was the final map where Beyond won very, very easily indeed. So when we take a look at the veto this time around, it's going to be Inferno, then Mirage, then Nuke. So only difference is Nuke is not a pick, it's just the third map, and Mirage has been selected instead of Overpass. So Inferno, the last time they played it, Beyond won. Like you said, Bren playing it a lot lately, and that was about around 3 months ago, so quite some time ago. So you have to take those results with a pinch of salt.
I'm always like, I feel like whenever you look at vetoes and you see a team, two teams who have a common permaban, right? And you kind of play a game of chicken, the team which bans the map first, I feel like mentally they kind of, I wouldn't say they're like being weak or whatever, but it is a very obvious tell that which team is feeling more confident in their map pool and the games, right? So both the teams don't play Vertigo. I know Beyond have one played there, but I think that was like, you know, them just trying to be cheeky or whatever with in one of the smaller matchups. Usually they always go take it as a first ban, and Bren, I don't think have any recorded games in Vertigo, at least in the past 6 months. And Beyond just left it. They're like, yeah, you guys are gonna ban it. It's fine. And that gave them the opportunity to just go for the first ban of Overpass, which is a map where I do believe they played against Bren the previous time. Well, you know, Bren are pretty comfortable in Overpass. So it's interesting how it does play out. But right now, the B hit coming in, it is a force buy. The two AK-47s and the Galil, and they come pouncing onto the bombs. And Derek gets the opening kill. That's big. And now Meryl's left alone with the MD7. He finds one. Olivia should be careful, not expecting Ja to have pushed up all the way towards coffins. And that is a fast and furious B hit coming in from Bren. And it just snatches away from the hands of Beyond. Just K and TZ left. And the fact that they have 4 rifles right now, yeah, he's gonna just have to run for the hills. He might just be looking to take the fight. I feel this is not really worth it. And you can see the hunt already on. 2 players pushing up mid as well. And it's gonna take a bit for him to hold on to this rifle. He's getting hunted down. He's gonna spot one. But it's slowly, they're gathering all around him.
Yeah, it's looking unlikely he gets this rifle in the next round. He's having up in Graveyard. He's got decent position, but Pro's going to come around the corner, spots him, takes him down 1-1. And I seen this tweet from Sembler yesterday. It was like, who won the pistol round? And it was kind of funny to see the T side having a much better buy. And you do often see the T side just win the second round after losing the pistol, because the buy you can get coming into it is just so solid if you get that bomb plant. So, Bren, going to be evening things up 1-1. Take a look at Beyond. They've got the pistols out immediately. 5.7s, Deagles, a little bit of utility. Do have a chance to win this one as well. Although very unlikely with the amount of rifle presence in for Bren.
Well, Beyond as a, I feel like even if like we saw the even if we saw the map picks going a little bit more different, I feel like Beyond would still have the upper hand, right? If you look at the recent stats as well, they have a better win record on almost all the other maps. I know Nuke is a decider. I know that Bren did take down Beyond, but I'm also aware that Nuke is a map that Beyond and these Thai teams do really enjoy playing. So it's gonna be tricky. Olivia trying to be cheeky, pushing in through the smoke, and the moment it dissipates, so Papi Chulo and Pro gonna team up to take him down. So these pistols, they're getting neutralized. And again, I really enjoyed when you have when you go for these buy rounds, so it's these force buys rather with the pistols. When you try and go for something a little bit, well, some people might say gimmicky, but just go for kind of a stack, maybe like 3 or 4 players playing up top mid, something of that nature. Try and catch your opponents off guard instead of just kind of like going for the solo push, right? Yeah, you might get a kill, you're gonna get traded immediately, and then it's just not worth it. But 5-7 comes out, KNTZ pre-firing around the corner. He gets a kill. That's good. That's good damage done. STK finds one as well, finds another kill. Bomb dropped, and now they have to be wary of KNTZ's position in the apps area. And suddenly, the tables have turned. Wits and Derek, STK, one more kill, and Wits left alone. He's got the AK-47, he just has 10 seconds, and STK, he just needs a 5-7. I was literally talking about how I would love them to just go for a stack and not go for individual duels, but STK's like, yeah, play, you know what, shut up.
Go listen to STK sometimes. And what, 5-1? What, in terms of kills and deaths here for STK, and we're into round number 3, the chaos begins immediately.
It's too early in the morning, Dinko.
It really is. I mean, we knew this was going to be close. We knew this was going to be back and forth, but come on. We've had back-to-back force buy wins now. This is incredible. Well, at least we know we've got a close game in our hands. STK showing up. Please no.
One of the...
surely they can't win this one.
Surely, you say, Dinko.
I do say surely.
I feel like STK is one of the quieter members in his team, right? Like you have players like Olivia, you have Mayrolls, you know what those two can do. You also know QQ. He's kind of like the playmaker. He doesn't necessarily have the highest kill tally, but he goes through all these plays. Then we have, of course, KNTZ, who's usually in the midst of the action. STK is kind of like the quieter player. You don't really see him in the midst of all the action, but then you have these moments like that. I mean, taking nothing away from the man, he played that brilliantly. Yep. It's more like Bren giving him so many separate 1v1 deals. But here comes a hit again. And it's going to be a few pistols. STK with a double, continuing his reign of terror. Nice flashbang from Mayrolls, but he finds everyone, including himself.
Yeah.
And Bro finds one, but then they pounce on the last player, and there you have it. Just a 1 casualty. And I feel for Beyond, that's a much better round. So there you have it. 3-2-1. Bren with a bye, though.
Yeah, Bren with the 80Ks out. I mean, if they won that round, I would have just questioned reality at that point. I mean, they just had a Tech 9 and a Deagle. Luckily, it's cleaned up, and Beyond have rifles in play. A lot of money actually in reserve as well. So a good chance here. If they win this gun round, then they're going to be looking pretty for quite a few rounds here in the CT half. So put round coming up for Bren. Otherwise, they're going to be fighting an uphill battle trying to break this CT economy. Wits immediately down in towards Banana, but he's going to be forced away due to the deep Molotov. So no control of Banana at all available to Bren right now. So they're going to take apartments and slow things down a good bit.
I just had to point out as well, like, I know we saw the final 2 maps of the previous day, but the new updated, fresh, spanking radar, aka minimap, on the top left corner, it looks brilliant. I love how we can differentiate between the CT and the T smokes. The colors are so well, it pops out, and then Molotov towards QQ.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the mini-maps that we have are blurred and very difficult to read. Especially sometimes where we're getting a feed instead of actually being able to be there and watching the actual game itself. And what, QQ is going to be peeking down in towards short, but comes back in behind the smoke. Now 50 seconds left. A lot of damage done onto Bren. 4 and 6 HP left on Wits and Derek. And I've got ourselves a real chance for Beyond to take away a few kills. Luckily at this moment, no one has gone down for Bren. They look to fake a little bit of utility in towards A, then they're going to be hitting into this B-bomb side. QQ. Oh, he needed to win that fight, but Ja, he gets rid of him. And now, where does the push go with this? Because Ja has another prong to the approach. He can go through CT, and this can really weaken the defense. This does put a spanner into the works right now. 19 seconds. Not too much time, not too much margin for error here for Bren. Well, look at that from Mayrolls. 3 kills, 4, huge play, and it's all on Ja, the last remaining player in Mayrolls. Well, he gets all 5. Incredible stuff. What a start to the day for this guy.
Well, that works. That definitely works. He had a 4K from STK on the force flight of 5, and the Merrill to the brilliant ace. Of course, helped out by the fact that 3 of the players were on pretty much almost single-digit health, but still, great hole, and that's usually what happens. Like when you have so many, like just what 15, 20 seconds remaining before they went for the hit towards that B bomb site. Just a couple of flashbangs is all they needed. They knew they had to push. Brilliant work there, brilliant hold from Beyond. But one thing I want to point out also from Beyond is even if they lose brackets control, right, like top mid, they're not content just like falling back to the bomb side. They like reaggressing, and sometimes it is a little bit too individualistic in the way they reaggress out. Like we saw, I think it was I forgot which player it was, but the player pushed out towards Arch, who got the damage but didn't get the kill. I would have liked him to push out with his teammate walking out towards short as well at the same time simultaneously, right? Or maybe being held up by a flashbang. But I still got to give them kudos for going for it. Many teams would just be very happy just staying back. And Meryl's, a little bit of the shoulder peek, a little bit of a jiggle. These pistols are a little bit more deadly than Glocks, Dinko. They could potentially get taken down. Meryl's, though, being quite hungry. And a TK comes out as well. Pro going to be left alone with STK. He's looking good today, Denko. He's looking good with the pistols and the rifles and everything else. Meryl's popping off. This is a good sign. This is a good way to start the day for Beyond.
Yeah, and I also want to point out that this is probably one of the best banana holds or B holds that we've seen from a team here on the CT side of Inferno within this tournament. A lot of the time we have seen some interesting setups. I think a few of the Vici and I believe it is Invictus as well sometimes have a bit of a weaker hold in towards that B bomb site. Yesterday we actually see Invictus look pretty good on B, but that was mainly just because their individuals were popping off. But here for Beyond, I'm seeing good setups. I'm seeing an idea behind their setup, which is definitely good to see. And they've cleaned up every time Bren have attacked that B bomb site so far. So now Bren, they get a buyback in. It's probably time to explore the waters towards A.
I agree with you. I feel like how many times, like how many, it's not just one team, right? Where they'd have 4 at A, then they have just like one guy playing B all the way from the back of the site, where the teams just go for a contact play, boom, headshot, round's done. And then 20 seconds later, the CTs at A decide, hey, you know what? Let's go for the retake. And I'm like, what are you guys thinking about? In the meantime, though, aggression from the CTs towards apps. They get the 2 kills. KNTZ's, unfortunately, he was stuck there towards the window area, and he gets taken down. So Pro's down to just 10 points of health, so health advantage firmly with the CTs. However, that means the defense is going to be spread quite thin, and that means the B bombs at Meryl's. It's all going to come down to him, and he's playing all the way the back of the site.
I mean, it's quite incredible. So, you're going to trust a player on that B bomb site to be a solo player? It would be him. Just over a minute in play now. And Bren, definitely not going B at this point. And that is a bit of an issue because currently STK and Olivia over here. And STK has been absolutely fantastic. He's going to peek down in towards middle. At least not overextending. You know, he's getting an advanced angle, but not walking around the corner. Now, Wits has been quiet. This is the first kill in the round, and now he's going to get 2. Smoke up in towards Moto. It's just Olivia here on this A-bomb site now, and he's got multiple players coming in from different positions. This isn't going to be easy for an AWPer to try and hide onto all of these angles. You'll see the player cross into the pit, but he's just not ready for it. He cannot shut down Papachulo, and the round is going to be won here by Bren.
And also, I feel like the round was lost by STK.
Yep. Yeah, his positioning was not good in that situation.
When you're 3v3, you know your teammates like well entrenched inside of the B bomb side. You don't really have to. I know. I gather you want to go for the information play, but that was unnecessary overextension from him just walking down mid. Yeah, I mean you got top brackets control. That's great. The fact that you're just staying there and at least you can maybe get a kill before you get traded. That's good enough, right? And then even if they head on towards that B bomb, that A bomb site. You play with the AWP, now he has to just worry about 2 players. And if you keep holding towards apps, sorry, if you keep holding towards mid, that means your op can play a little bit more passive right next to you maybe. Playing towards Moto, has his crosshair trained towards the apps entrance. So many better possible configuration of the defense could be set up with STK not overextending. And I think that is the problem when it comes to many of these teams and many of these players. Like, everything looks good. And the moment you ask them to use their brains and go for an individual play, that's when it just goes wrong. And I feel like, or maybe their in-game leaders be like, all right, SK, I wanted to just head down mid. That is a low percentage play. It's too high risk, especially when you're in a 3v3. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, it really is. We've seen a lot of teams do that. I think they start things off well. In that round, they get aggressive. They find the opening kill. So I was like, damn, this is done. I mean, Beyond have got all these kills. There should be a round picked up. It was KNTC that got kind of trapped in the apartments. Probably stuck around a little too long as well. That's one of the kills that pulled it back into a 3v3 and just more mistakes coming in, unfortunately. Now QQ, well, he's going to be looking to line them up. It's one, and nearly the transfer onto the second. Olivia's position, oh, it's perfect. Eeks down in towards middle from the long side. Finds one, gets back for more. It's the flashbang that actually neutralizes Witz's ult. Now, if I'm Olivia, I'm not feeling that peak. I'm not going back to that position. So, heads back to the A-bomb site. Plays much more passively now with 35 seconds on this clock. Pro and Derek on low HP. It's Witz, the player with the full health points. And all eyes on him. They're going to be wrapping alongside. The question is, do they go towards A or they just walk straight through the archway? Seems like it's the A wrap, and well, decent setup here from the CT side. One in Graveyard, one in the big pit, but it's going to be checked. Oh, it doesn't matter. Olivia's quick on the trigger. Luckily, he's traded back by Derek, but it's just Pro now. Looking for the bomb plant. It's the best thing he can get right now. Winning this round, probably not going to happen for him. He has to step up to a huge level, and it's just not going to happen. NTZ comes in, 6th round picked up for Beyond, 6-2. And it's good that they reply with that round win, because there was a chance there, a world in which I see Bren, taking that one round off the back of a mistake and then going on a streak back to 5-5, because the money was on the line there for Beyond.
Oh yeah, it was. It was looking a little precarious, and then Olivia deciding, you know what, rest of you guys have been having a pretty good time, and QQ and I have been a little quiet, so good stuff coming out there. Patience from KNTZ. I like how he didn't over-aggress. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going to try and prevent the bomb from getting planted. But once it got planted, he's just like, all right, I'm going to make it peek into me. I'm not going to give you the free kill and then, make it a 1v2. So I think it's a very good sign for Beyond when the other three players, like SDK, Merrills, and KNTZ, all stepping up, and QQ and Olivia. Now, we all know what QQ and Olivia can do, right? It's not like they're underperforming right now. It's still very early days. But when you have the rest of your teammates just stepping up individually at this level already, and that's, I think, the edge that Beyond have over Bren isn't like the tactical side of things. It's about the individuals in that particular roster. I feel like they are a couple of, just a 1 or 2 levels above the Bren players, at least a few of them. And when everyone's stepping up like this, that's going to be a worrying sign for Bren. Bear in mind, this is their map pick. This is a map I feel like Bren need to win if they want to take it all the way to, 3 maps or even win the series.
Yeah. Well, everything is crispy on the screen right now, and we'll see if QQ be crispy himself. He'll find one over the top of the smoke. Derek goes down. Man advantage picked up here for Beyond again. They're quite good at getting these opening kills. It's like every round they're good for one. They stay alive. Smoke going down in towards CT. Now they're pushing towards the B-bomb side. Right, from Bren. They want these kills. Mayroll stepping up though, a double. And well, just another brilliant B hold. Standard textbook hold of the B-bomb site. 7-2, Blur. And yeah, they were crispy indeed. And well, you can watch some crispy Counter-Strike not only on YouTube in 4K, but you can head over to Facebook as well, where we will be streaming in 4K. So a lot of the action is going to be covered there. So it's definitely an elevation in quality, Blur.
All the streaming platforms. That's good. Like, doesn't matter which one you prefer. I know Facebook streaming is actually kind of popular in some parts of Southeast Asia. So
and it's certainly getting better.
Oh yeah, it definitely is, especially, now that they've picked up Mixer. Well, let's not talk about that one, though. We're not here to discuss or have a podcast about streaming platforms. We're here to talk about Counter-Strike. And that round, even though they had the weaponry, did Bren, I noticed when they entered the bomb site, I don't think they had a single flash. They just popped on through the smoke. Maybe they used one flash, which wasn't that effective, but great hold from Beyond. But they weren't really getting harassed. QQ. Position compromised. He knows where Derek is, and he's going to come pre-firing on the corner. Has enough time to go for the reload. That pillar is being quite a problem. And even Ja pushes up, but he's trapped and he's very, very low. And with that, he will be executed by KNTZ. And fast reaction as well to find Pro. They've got all in wits. 1v5. 1v4 rather, goes jumping up in the air, and Olivia plucks him like a chicken. 8-2. I'm getting a little worried for the Filipino side at the moment.
Yeah, they really haven't been on the same level, I don't feel, on an individual front. They've been quite quiet to start things off. They've been losing those opening picks really quickly, not really able to trade. Then they're just running into the B-bomb site and just getting chewed up and spat out by Beyond. So this ain't so good for Bren right now. And they can try and change that as they come into this with the full buy, the utility available as well. Will they be able to find another opening kill here Beyond? Olivia primed and ready in towards the A-bomb site. There's no aggression coming in from Beyond, not overextending at least. They've got a good crossfire up towards top middle. It should be good for at least one if Bren put pressure here. Oh, pushed on the timing though. Olivia's going to be mollied off, realizes he has to come back to a different position, but KTZ is ready for it and they strike. QQ and KTZ finding 3 kills. Luckily, a couple of frags come back in, but it's still the man advantage in play for Beyond.
Look at the rotation though. Everyone's rotated back, and Olivia is pushing up.
This is aggressive.
The sheer cojones on this man is, I don't need no backup, but of course he timed it perfectly. The moment he walked up towards Brack, the moment he made contact, his teammate was already behind his back from Archway. So, okay, that's even more worrying, Dinko. Like the fact that, okay, the 3v2, expect him to play 7v. I was like, nah, you know what? We're just going to close this one out.
Yeah, that was just incredible. I mean, there's a scenario where Olivia goes down here and then there's still 2 players kind of out of position, but he steps up and he catches them off guard, and that's 9-2. That's the kind of risky plays that pay off, right? You've got the individual skill, you've got to let your teammates do that kind of stuff, because if you hinder the opponent, if you hinder your roster in terms of what they can do, then we're not going to see the plays from Olivia, we're not going to see the pop-off, so you definitely want to see a few risks being taken, and that's what makes this exciting. So beyond 9-2 on the board, we take a look at what Bren have. It's enough to get rifles, but for the most part, they've looked rather uninspiring on this T side. That's scary because recalling, they're not very good on the CT side over the past few days, so I'm getting a little scared right now.
Whew. Wits with some pretty nifty footwork. But doesn't quite pan out, does it, Olivia? Oh man, this is like Beyond just looking like something else. This is the Beyond who were yeah, kind of like, I think Jason asked, like, which Beyond are we going to be seeing today, blah? And I was like, I don't know, like, which one we are, but I think we know it right now. This is the Beyond that that smashed Mausolite. This is the Beyond who were, you know, taking the fight to Tiger, who were taking the fight to Invictus, and this is a little scary for Bren. Like I said earlier during the you know, the pre-match segment, this is a battle between, right now, in my opinion, the 2 best teams in Southeast Asia, Bren and Beyond. Beyond have the edge because obviously they have had the better track record. Lucid Dream have fallen off quite a bit. So Bren, by default, they're the 2nd best team in Southeast Asia. Definitely by far the best team in the Philippines. I don't think there's anything remaining. They had an old Mineski team with Dispenser and Dubstep. Those guys, they were the best in Philippines for a while, but these guys have really taken over that particular title. So QQ, meantime, he finds another frag on the pro. And with that, look at the rotation taking place immediately. 18 seconds again, Dinko. Again, not looking good. Oh, they're leaving it to the last minute and they're not finding any picks.
I think you just can't win this now at this point. So the lineup's going to be there. Papachula with a headshot, but really well played here. STK, his teammate wanted to boost him up, and while they not...
How?
Okay, how has this happened? Okay, this is just crumbling a little bit. STK luckily has enough teammates to back him up, and Olivia's going to come in and clean it up, but a bomb plant. Now that is something. Bren shouldn't be even able to get that, so not too bad. It is going to be the rifles available here for Bren again, thanks to the bomb plant. Yeah, a little bit rough there, but nonetheless, it is around 1 by Beyond. I have to say, though, Bren, this T side feels like, okay, we're going into this round, we have all the utility, we have all the pieces, but we have no plan. And they kind of just sit around until they've been picked apart, they've lost 2 members or 1 member, and then they decide, okay, where are we going to rush? And it's one side or the other, and they end up with 10 seconds left, and then you have no chance of winning the round.
I just want to point out right there the comparison between the 2 players that we picked out to compare early on, like Wits and Olivia. It is so one-sided at this moment.
Yeah.
Wits has a high, Wits has like a much higher headshot percentage in Olivia. But then again, Olivia is opping right now.
Yeah, do you really
and,
want that
Wits
though
has...
from your AWPer? Is that really a stat you're looking at? Is the headshot
Exactly, right.
percentage?
And even though Wits has like, I think 67%, he's only got 3 kills. So basically he's got 2 headshots
He's
out of
also had a
3.
team kill, I believe, so that's a little
Does that
unfortunate.
count? Does that count in the stats? I don't know.
No, but is it? I don't know. I don't think so. Because it actually just takes a kill off. So I'm assuming it would actually affect your stats negatively. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's something we can look into. If so, I'm going to be headshotting all my teammates for high headshot percentage.
Yeah, why not? Stats. That's what we all love, Dinko. Good stats are good stats. Here we go. A little bit of a switch up there. We will be seeing the waterfall out from apps. This is what I envision would happen. Yeah, it's still going to be happening. Molotov keeping them at bay. Another smoke now, still buying them a little bit more time. And I think Beyond seem to have an inkling that's going to be the play. Because they have QQ playing towards brackets. But with that smoke keeping them at bay, it looks like they're going to have to head towards mid. QQ finds a kill. Now Olivia on the bomb side with the AWP and KNTZ to back him up.
Well, Olivia has been fantastic so far, and he's going to try and go in for the shot, clutch shot onto Wits. Although Papachulo coming in and Pro follows up. The A-bomb site has been taken finally. Bren have a chance to win around. STK, main roles looking for the way back into this retake. They're not wasting any time. They're confident as they move forward. The smoke is going to cover off the site. A little bit of a gap to play with, but Jack gets one before going down, and Papachulo seals the deal. Round MVP goes his way, and a third round picked up for Bren.
Well, they win a round, Dinko.
They do indeed.
Yeah, this is much better though. They took their time. I get it, but at least the A bomb site. If you can get that, if you kind of get the pincer movement going, it's gonna be great. And again, from Beyond, don't really blame them. I mean, they've been winning it consistently so far, but maybe having a player in pit would have made things a little bit more miserable. Yeah. That's something you notice nowadays, where certain teams, and I'm just talking about the Asian teams. Certain teams, they like just playing from the side, just leaving pit control completely. Giving up pit control completely. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's one of the most powerful positions in Counter-Strike on any map, and I feel like that could be something they could take advantage of. But Poppy, he finds 2, and he crosses an overdrive before the smoke blooms, giving Olivia at least the 1 trade. And Olivia's just feeling it. He's like, yeah, you know what? Screw you. Ooh, I thought he probably landed the flick as well, but Ja will finally put him down with a 2v3.
All Papachulo's hard work. And is still in place by 1 kill. Olivia clawing it back into a winnable position for his team, but Derek holding the banana flank. He's going to go down. QQ quicker in the duel. Now KNTZ has been pretty damn good here on Inferno. He'll be looking for another opportunity. The Molotov comes in. Oh, this is all gritty. Eventually will get the kill on Jan. Now Pro left of the coffers. The first, but not the second. KNTZ finds the headshot, and Pro goes down. It's 11 rounds picked up from Beyond, and the 1 versus 2 it goes in favor of Beyond.
Oh, Poppy. I feel bad for him.
I also don't feel bad for him, in a way.
True.
Because he did cross before the smoke came out.
Like, the first 2 were brilliant, and then...
He's feeling it a little too confident. I get the idea of why you want to peek sometimes before the smoke blooms, because you're kind of like catching that player, you're catching the info, and you're not really expecting it, but for the most part, you do go down 8 times out of 10 now.
Also, Olivia...
Unbelievable.
Just like the first kill, great shot. The second was like, oh, wait, Molotov smoke? Like, what is that? Just runs through it, gets a second kill.
Olivia is certainly one of the best opers in this tournament.
Oh, 100%. I think he's up there. I still feel like he has to still reach the rarefied heights of a Kaze, if you ask me.
Oh, for sure.
But I like how mobile he is, like how much of a playmaker he is with the AWP, and I think that's something. There are 2 types of offense, right? Primarily, if you break it down into 2 very simple definitions. This one is going to play the textbook style of AWP, where it's just going to be kind of like a piece on a chessboard for his in-game leader, and then there's someone like Olivia, who's just going to open up things for you. He's going to be kind of like the knight for your side. And I feel Olivia is one of those. But they do lose QQ early on towards the A-bomb side, and that should be the call for Bren to kind of go for this play. Look at the banana holes coming out from Beyond. They have 2 playing towards the logs. That is wild as Olivia will get the trade.
Keeps it even still. Olivia has been fantastic. KTZ down it towards Graveyard. He's also been damn good. And now Apachulo comes out of the apartments. KTZ has a good position. Olivia's aware that, okay, a player could be in the library, but I kind of need to get over here and help my teammate right now. And this is not going well for Beyond right now. Olivia, caught in the open. Pro takes him down, and that's a 2 versus 4. A 2-man advantage in play for the T side, and it's looking like Bren will be collecting themselves a 4th round at the half. It's not brilliant. It's not fantastic at all. I almost said that a win condition for them was 11-4 coming out of the T side in a lot of their matchups they had. But now 4 rounds post on the T side. I'm a little worried for them.
Well, hopefully the CD side could be a whole different picture altogether, right? They have given themselves a little bit of some breathing space, at least in the winning 2 more rounds. But for a moment there, I felt like it was just gonna be. It could have been better. Like that round where it was like a 3v5, that should have made it easily 10-5, right? And then maybe a couple of rounds it played a little bit more better, not running into the B bomb side with no flashbangs and with like 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Once forgivable, twice, 3 times. That's when you're like start questioning what they have in store for us on the T side. Considering, again, reminding everyone, Bren picked this map.
The last 4 first halves we've seen from Bren have been 11-4s.
Oh yeah.
They might even be more than that, because I can't recall their first game, but it would against Vici, right? It wasn't. I don't think it was ever that close. So
Olivia off to a very quiet start initially, but then he really woke up for the remaining rounds. 34.2% accuracy, 9 kills with the AWP, really putting the zoom banger to use. Thank you, little drone.
Well, 11-4. You know how I miss watching? Because you're not going to see him too much, unfortunately, right now, is Execute. I think he's very exciting to watch, and I think with the last time Beyond played, Olivia actually dominated that alt battle, and while Derek and Pro, that's a huge 4K from them 2 players, and while now it's just Olivia, and he's overrun. Well, that's a pistol round for Bren. That's exactly what you want to do coming into the second half. Derek just stepping up, huge 3K. Well, now they got a good start coming into the second half.
That is brilliant. That is just them taking a heads-up fight. Beyond maybe not expecting that much of pressure towards the mid area. I think they were thinking it's probably going to be... Yeah, there you go. They explode out. Derek, they wait for the flash to pop. The flash doing absolutely nothing. The USB just shredding into Beyond. And maybe that's the start they need. Good pistol round for Brent. Don't lose a single player as well. As long as they survive these anti-ecos, start slowly grinding back the rounds. We still might have a game in our hands. Still early days, though.
Yeah.
Saw what Beyond did with the, or rather what STK did with the 5-7 the second round, so we'll still fear for Bren at the moment.
Well, Mr. Jazz already down in towards Banana. He's got a good position here. Around the corner, 2 players currently with a deep smoke. Should prevent at least first blood being drawn into this round early. They're all still trying to fight each other through the smokes. Jazz position so strong. And our lovely host and other caster, Jason Kaplan, is watching the game right now. He's done a little digging to find out what the result was. And it was 11-4 in the first half of Inferno. So that's another one added to the tally. So just loving the 11-4 halves. Pro, with an 8 kill. Olivia coming back in with the Deagle now has an M4 to play with Blood. Now this is where I start to sweat a little bit if I'm Bren.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They've lost the site.
They've probably lost the round at this point. I mean, that B bomb site's completely open. They can get that bomb down. They aren't going to be there in time. This retake's going to be difficult. They don't have a kit. They have no utility. And, yeah, they're going to save. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Well...
That's the force vitality for the tournament. We've had a lot of those.
I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. It's ludicrous. Like, Bren have won both the pistols, and the scoreline's still going to be 12-5.
Yeah. That's not a statistic that Bren will be loving.
That's one of the, I mean, that pistol round, that was one of the cleanest pistol rounds I've seen from Bren. Like, just completely executing Beyond. And then anti-eco, I mean, we'll see the replay, but just look at the positions where they died, like the over-rotation, getting a little bit too over-eager. You have to respect the pistols that Beyond have. I mean, that second round, I can't believe they would have forgotten what happened there, right? Where they just gave STK 4 separate 1v1s, not really dueling him together, just, you know, allowing him to get those deals with a 5-7. And then here, pretty much again, they put the 2-man push down towards B, and you're going to be facing off against 3 players. Again, the spacing was a little bit off. The first player got taken out almost immediately. No trade, just a 1 trade taking place. Losing the M4 early on. There's so many things that went wrong in that round that I just can't put my finger on just one of them. And with that, the force coming out for Bren, and it's kind of like desperate times here. You allow Beyond to run away with this, it's going to be easily 14-5. They need to try and put a stop to this no matter what it takes. Maybe the pistols, maybe that MP9, maybe the 5-7 even for Wits. Let's see what they have in store. The double nades coming out. Poppy Chula flashbang is brilliant. He finds one, not the second. And Meryl's, the trajectory of the grenade, they know where a pro is going to be playing from. So the incendiary might keep Meryl's at bay. He's very low. He can't hold on and push on ahead. But a smoke comes in. Meryl's like, I don't care. I'm just going to push on up. But this could be a problem, though, as Wit's going to find Meryl's. So they do establish a man advantage, despite the fact.
Almost.
It's true. And well, just pushing up mid as well. This could work out for them.
This definitely could, especially this round just doesn't look good for Beyond. They were fully committing, or at least Mayrose was, and it seemed like the team definitely were wanting to head into B, and the bomb is still back in T-App. So, yeah, a little bit interesting here from Beyond. And now Bren. Well, Derek's going to peek out in towards long. Jab with the headshot. KTC goes down, and Derek's just sitting here as Olivia walks forward with the AK. Derek stuck in the corner on the right side of the bomb site, and Olivia has to pull off a 1 versus 4. Back-to-back forward spy wins. Olivia wants to say no, but there's only a few seconds left for him. 20 in play, and he's going to run forward with 3 players around the corner, and it's Jab with the deagle. It happened again, but Brad needed it, so good to see them pick it up.
Ja ruling with the deagle there. I apologize, Jason, if you're listening to that. That was kind of terrible, but it kind of had to come out.
Now when I think of Ja Rule, though, I just think of the Fire Festival.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I almost forgot about that. Considering what's been happening the past few months, like the Fire Festival just feels like
so normal.
Something that wasn't too bad. Yeah. It was like more like a lovable scam. It's like, oh, look at you scamming person you. But yeah,
Happy
Bren,
days.
they needed something to go their way, Denko. Finally, they find some success, especially considering how grim it looked for them. Ja, brilliant shots with the Deagle. 3K. Clotheslining the final player as well. But but Beyond, we know what they can do with these pistols. They have the AK in hands of Meryl's as well, and here to come exploding at Poppy. Nate will do quite a bit of damage, chip damage on the 3 players, but now Poppy is going to be looking to take the fight towards Archway. Look at the rotation taking place here. The B player, Ja, looking very confused, like, do I go back to A? Do I go back to B? Especially with a setup of Wits over here, you want to keep 2 players at B. You don't want him to be alone over there. He gets taken down and boom, the bomb site's lost.
I think I would literally lose my mind. We see another 4 spy win here.
Don't bet on it.
So much utility left though for Bren, so I'm really feeling this B hold right now. As soon as that smoke starts to fade, another one's coming in. So I'm gonna see Bren just charging through smokes, or there's actually a Molotov coming in. No smoke available for Jat. 22 seconds now for Beyond, and Wit's in a good position, should be able to dish out some damage alongside his teammate. There's Olivia finding 1 kill. Mac rolls, turns around, headshot the P250, and now ball plant can come through. If Olivia finds that kill, you're certainly on with a chance, but now it's just Rolls with a MP7. So not likely he wins this 1 versus 3, I have to say. Derek has rotated over. He's going to spot Rolls inside the sights, which is the M4. Still very unlikely he wins this round, and Apachula just gets aggressive, takes him down at 7 on the board for Bren. They get 2 in a row. All plant though for Beyond, though. Not be too upset about that.
Yeah, that looked a little worrisome as well. Interesting how Bren, they peeked out with a flash and they didn't spot a single player towards the entrance of B. And then they actually had almost 3 players towards the B bomb site. And then the 3rd player, I think it was Pro, rotated back towards A. But then good hole coming out in the end. Bren slowly but surely climbing back into this matchup. Despite a number of hurdles they've had to overcome, a lot of hiccups here and there. Primarily, I mean, I think they only can blame themselves for some of those rounds they lost. But now we have the Deagles. It's not Invictus, though, so that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, Dinko. But still, Deagles and any of these players from Asia, it is a very, very worrisome proposition. It's almost like everyone's like an Asian Nico or something. But Wits, he's going to deny the player. Molotov's going to be right in front of him, so he has a little bit of space to work with. But at least he gets the opening kill, and with that, going to be funneling the remaining 5 players all the way towards the A bomb site.
Well, let's see if anything crazy come out of the hand cannons here for Beyond. Good setup here with Papachulo and Pro. Very difficult for Pro to be spotted and for the T's to deal with him. As he goes into the open, the spray is long-winded. Olivia gets the kill. It's 3 for Papachulo in the round, and the 8th round picked up here for Bren. And we take a look at what Beyond have. They're going to be able to get the AKs out. Yeah, you don't really need an AWP on the T side at all on Inferno, so you can just keep going for rifles. It frees them up, allows them to play a little bit quicker as well. We'll see if they can get this job done, if they can get 13 rounds, or will Bren continue to claw their way back into things?
I feel bad for Pro, though. He sprayed all 30 bullets and didn't get a single kill.
It's rough.
He gets taken. Yeah, I mean, we've all been there. I mean,
Yeah,
then again,
indeed.
we haven't played in a professional team either, so I guess it's a little bit of difference there. 12-8. And yeah, I agree with you. The fact that Olivia is so adept with almost any weapon in their arsenal, I think gives them a lot more opportunities, right? There are certain players. It's rare now to see just a pure dedicated AWPer. Like, you will always see all these AWPers being, you know, kind of hybrid players. But yeah, just giving him that just the fact that he can wield the AK-47 as well, or if not sometimes better than he can wield the AWP, gives Beyond a lot of other options available. They don't have to just rely on him just holding an angle with the AWP or peeking in. They can be much more mobile, like you mentioned. And they're making a lot of noise top of Banana, trying to draw the smoke from the hands of Ja. Now, Wits has the AWP. He's playing at the back of the B bomb side. He just has the one flashbang in his hands. And Ja using up that smoke. Still a bit of time to work with for Beyond, but they're looking like they're relinquishing that B take. And heading into A, this could be rough. Pretty aggressive stance coming out from the CTs. Let's see what happens here.
Well, Papachulo, it's going to be a lineup, 2 kills. Another one from Papachulo. That's the quickest 4K we've seen in this tournament. STK goes down as well. That's huge from Papachulo. Big hold towards top middle.
No one checking in. Not a single player. Everyone looking towards Boiler. And that was a great heads-up hold coming out from Bren. And I gotta respect the fact how they were playing up close towards mid, because they'd pretty much given up B. They'd pretty much given the B control. Look at that. Meryl's and QQ both looking towards Boiler. And then Poppy, just free kill to the man. Great shots coming out from him. He's been a player who has looked very good so far, at least for Bren, despite a pretty horrendous start. But right now, it is looking slightly tricky for Beyond. They had a massive lead going to the second half, Ninko. They even won the force buy, but now it seems like it's falling apart. But I say that, and a pistol comes marauding into the site. And just like that, they've got the 2 kills. They're going to get the bomb down. They've upgraded pistols to the rifles. And it's a 3v3 post-plant.
Well, Beyond sinking themselves deep in towards the site. They'll be looking to hold on as Bren attempt the retake. Olivia has a good position alongside Kane Tizier. It's not going to be easy to clear this pit. Has his Molotov with already. No utility for Olivia, no smoke to get him out of this position, so he has to swing to the left, but they're not peeking him. They're not even looking towards the pit. Instead, they sprint on towards the bomb site. They take down STK. Now they can get on the defuse, and Olivia just can't spot the bomb. This is well played. He gets one headshot, but Bren, I love that retake. They just completely go, okay, well, can't should have win these fights in pit, most likely. So, you know, we'll avoid it. We'll just go kill this player in sight, and we can start defusing the bomb, have enough bodies in front of it, and Bren make it work.
That is extremely well done from Bren. Extremely well done. I really do enjoy. I really do enjoy the heads-up play from Beyond, just pushing up mid. They're like, yeah, they're probably going to go for a heavy stack towards B initially. And just push up mid. We don't really have much to lose, just pistols and, you know, a Mac 10 over there, and a couple of flashbangs. So I love the pace. They get the bomb done, but yeah, brilliant hold from Bren. And now we're starting to see why Bren picked Inferno. I'm enjoying the CD side. This is brilliant stuff. Derek and Poppy, again, pretty much the same position. And Poppy just shutting down the play. They tried the A-bomb side again, but this time, Bren are more than ready for it. Brilliant, brilliant hold from Poppy once more. Helped out ably by his teammates over there.
Papachulo, a player that was quiet within their first couple of matches, I have to say. He is certainly not quiet today. He's loud and proud and finding every single kill, multi-kill after multi-kill, coming in from Papachulo. And what was looking like a very convincing half from Beyond. 11-4, coming in winning the second round 4 spot. Bren won every other round in the second half, and now we're 12-11. Money on the line here for Beyond. They lose this, well, they're likely going to be done for the next few rounds. There isn't any Molotovs, and I feel like Inferno's one of the matches you can't get away with not having Molotovs.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, you can win entire rounds with literally no pistol, sorry, no rifles, just by having good utility. One of the few maps, I mean, it's off-stated, right, in Counter-Strike. Well, yeah, you need a utility, but Inferno, more than others, it's a little bit more crucial. Beyond, struggling at the moment. Something I probably thought I wouldn't say. Looking at how the first half played out, you're like, yeah, Beyond pretty much going to run away with this, but this has looked phenomenal from Bren. Have won virtually every single round on the CT side, apart from the one round where Beyond managed to steal away from them. This is looking good. The comeback, it's definitely on, and in fact, it might go into the lead the next couple of rounds.
I mean, if they win this round, it's probably likely. So, 40 seconds in play. Beyond are going to be pulling players back from middle over towards Banana. 2 players on the site for Bren. Ja, alongside Wits. Now, Wits has still been a little bit quiet, but this is his time to shine. Multiple players coming towards him. He's going to be under pressure with the AWP. There isn't much more utility. In fact, he's going to find himself the first kill. Use the pillar for support. His teammate there to back him up. Wits gets 1. Ja as well with 2 kills. If he doesn't get that second, then things are looking pretty rough. They have to commit to the bomb plant. Not enough time to win. So, now a man advantage for Bren into this retake. A little bit of time, thanks to that smoke, for KNTC to cross the Banana. Now, this does give them an added advantage with the positions. Olivia, he needs to be perfect with his AWP. In towards the new box area, Papachulo down in towards CT. But now the push comes forward from Ruins. Nice shot, but it's not death. He'll go back for more. Takes down Derek. KNTC gets rid of Pro. And Olivia, good stuff from the new box. It's all on Papachulo, and the time is ticking. Still enough time to win the round, but unlikely due to the well-played nature of this post plan. And it's going to be 13-11. Beyond will pick it up, but Olivia's going to go down to the bomb here. But at least they get the round win. The money is certainly an issue moving forward for the T side, but at least they get the round win at this point. Well, will they be able to turn it into 2?
I don't know. I feel like this is more of an outlier of a T round here. Great hold from Ja, by the way. Getting those 2 kills, making it look very, very doable. But Olivia, man, this guy's AWP is nasty. I like how patient he was, holding to a CD spawn for as long as possible. And I feel like, unfortunately for Bren, they just had the one flashbang. That's it. They had no utility. A nade, a Molotov especially would have flushed out Olivia, and that could have been an easy retake right there, right? But great shots from Olivia. And in the end, yeah, they lose everyone, but hey, they win the round. Wits now, switching it up, playing towards the A side. This is, yeah, it doesn't even look like they won the round. But Wits takes a shot, and he will fall on back, leaving the brackets control early on. But at least Ja pushed the bottom of Banana. So you lose a part of the map, but at least you regain another part. But Beyond, are they going to be popping in back towards B? That's a question here. It's all about timing.
Ooh. Well, the smoke's still up. So Ja does get around the half wall safely. Now the flash is up. He's blinded, and he's held in the corner. In this position, could have been good for one, but of course you want to be able to assist your teammate. So they go back into a more passive setup. Pro instead taking the advanced stance and waiting for the pop flash.
Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, he even gets a dink. And now they're all 3 players gathered. Bren have read this so very well. Ja picks off another player. Reynolds bleeding out. Yeah, this round's done. You did question, Dinko, can they string a couple together? Answer right there. It's no.
Yeah, I think in the round that they won, it was still unconvincing as well. There was certainly it could have went either way really. If Bren had that utility, it actually increased their chances tenfold, right? They'd probably win that round. So for me, again, winning that round, it certainly looked like an outlier, especially with losing every single player. A big part of their success to have that round was Olivia on the AWP, and as soon as you lose that, well, his chances kind of go down, especially when he's gone from being on an AWP to a Galil, also a Mac 10 in play. So they'll save over the AK, they'll save over the Galil into the next round. At least there's something to play with, but for the most part, this is looking rough for Beyond. Bren likely tied things up here, depending on Beyond's decision. They could be finding themselves in the lead. So Bren with the open hands of Wits, all the utility available, so much money building up as well. I feel like Bren have got control of this game into the late stages, and this could be the deciding factor of this map.
Oh yeah, with 5 rounds remaining, I mean, unless they lose like what 3 or 4 rounds in a row, they're not going to be really pressured for money. They have so much of cash built up.
Well, this is a much better CT side from Bren, I have to say. Way better than we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's solid, and it's not unlike Beyond's CT side. Again, taking nothing away from them, like they were really popping off. But let's be real, there were a couple of rounds, 2 or 3 rounds, which were kind of gifted to them by Bren, right? And in this scenario, Beyond, they're not doing anything terrible on the T side. It's more about Bren just playing very good heads-up Counter-Strike. Just hold this whole Poppy, especially towards a short area. He's just been phenomenal alongside Derek. Now again, they have 4 players playing here. And as they come on out, it's going to be quite painful. Incendiary being used up. And that's the last bit of utility for Beyond, apart from the 1 smoke remaining for Mayrolls. He's got the AK-47. And there we go. Final smoke being used. No flashes are going to come barreling in. And that is a terrible flash. As Poppy, he finds just the one. But the kills again. And they're going to be wrapping around towards that B bomb site. And I think Wits is aware. He just has the AWP though, Denko. He's got Incendiary, and that's going to be a giveaway. That's a telltale where exactly he is. And now they know that there's a player towards B. Sorry, there's a player towards Banana. And, well, he's no more. 4v2. We were talking... why do we keep jinxing them? I don't understand.
Derek with an impossible task. Flex the first kill. QQ and STK with pistols. Got to bail out of this one. Actually, it's kind of a good idea to fall away here, Derek. Even though you've got money left, you know if you do damage, you're not going to have too much money into the next round, but you do want to save that up. You don't want to give that into their hands, so let's get out of there. What is happening, Blood? I think it's like a third, fourth spy round win on this map alone.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's our 4th now. And I was literally just praising Bren right there, saying like, oh my god, you know, that hold towards mid is great. The smoke was terrible from Beyond. It was short. And I felt like Poppy's probably going to get like a 3K or something. He dies. Beyond even get a team kill in, mind you. Yeah. And yet they somehow just snatch it away. I feel like Wits could potentially have played it a little bit better. Maybe
it's one of those panicky situations, right? You know, you're last alive on B, you've gone up, you don't know if you're being... He was so scared of Banana, so he didn't really know if there was multiple players coming down from Archway or if they're all just coming through the split. So
True.
He's under so much pressure, decision-making is quite there. And of course, when you've just gotten up, you're kind of wondering, what's the best position I can take here?
Yeah, and I feel like he... Think about it, like the position he held, like and getting taken out from coffins is one of the harder angles to take, even on the T side, right? When you're pushing up and then you have a CT waiting there. Instead, even if it's kind of a do or die hold coming out from him, I would have really liked him to just maybe... I know it's easier to like to look at it on hindsight, but maybe play from construction, perhaps. There are a few more avenues. Yeah, right? Yeah. There's a few more avenues for him to work with. Yeah, fine. You play construction. You're giving a Banana right now. Absolutely. But at least you can maybe find a kill, maybe get a kill, or maybe gather some information of players coming up from CD spawn. He finds a kill, holds on, stays alive now with 3v3. It makes it much more viable, and then the rest of his team can come for the retake. But...
Uh-oh. They've just lost the play here for Bren in terms of technical issue. Derek okay is back. It was just a HUD, I think, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that makes sense.
That looks scary.
That was scary. Well, good advantage in play for Bren still. Wood sits back up on the coffins. Utilities coming through. Smokes flashes up. Another push comes through and towards the P-bomb side. But there's a Molotov preventing them from running through right now. And Ja will be looking for the lineup. Oh, he walks through the smoke. I think he's been spotted. Mayrolls gets rid of him. Witz gets one, but he's under pressure and he has to come back in behind the smoke. 13 seconds. They have to go for the bomb plant. Witz goes forward to try and deny. He's not too far away, but not enough to get it done. Now it's just KNTZ 1 versus 4. The headshot picked up in towards CET, but still 3 players to collect. This isn't going to be easy for KNTZ, but certainly still a winnable round, especially if he takes down Derek here around the corner. But Derek just passively winning back. Headshot collected, and it's 14-13. Now Bren get off to the good start in that round. They get the early advantage, they get the damage dished out, and they close it as well. Good stuff from Bren. They're still live here in Inferno.
Still, but these last few rounds, I think it's starting to affect my heart, Dinko. Getting on with age alongside Jason, this is when, you feel like taking things a little bit slow. But yeah, Bren and Beyond refuse to give that to us. It's just been back and forth, back and forth. Nice opening kill from Derek there. And bear in mind, he was just low throughout the duration of that half after that. But great play overall, great retake as well, even though it was looking a little bit grim. 14-13. Beyond still have that 1-round lead. They have the money, but this is the bank breaker round, I feel like, for Beyond. If Bren are able to win this, they can get to map point.
It's crazy how this game has been so up in the air in terms of where it can go. It's open again. The first half was so convincing coming in from Beyond, but this T side has been rather mediocre. I mean, the rounds they've been able to pick up are rounds aren't even on the gun rounds, right? They're just crazy pistol rounds. You get aggressive, you get in your face, and has not been the prettiest T side from Beyond at all. At least they haven't lost a player in this round, so they can actually just sort of chill a little bit, slow things down, play their own game, go into the default, throw out some utility from the Bren roster. Just jump spotting as soon as he sees anyone. He'll toss the smoke and fall back.
Well,
this is just giving me flashbacks to Big during the PGL Major. And what? Another push coming in, was coming in. That smoke has actually forced them back up middle. Another train of players just running straight in towards A. They're going to be ready at the execute. The info has been gathered. It hasn't really done too much just yet for the T side. Eventually, they're going to be running up short as they go through. Derek in a good position in pit. Papachulo, who's been brilliant in a lot of these CT rounds, gets a double kill again. Pro and Derek cleaning up. It's going to be 14-14. Money in the bin for Beyond. Olivia's going to try and secure a little bit of extra cash, and he'll be able to do that with the bomb plant, but winning the round. It's a 1 versus 3. It's looking difficult for him, but he's going to find an opportunity. Derek goes down now, a chance on the second, but Ja had already assumed position inside of the site. And now it's 14-14, evened up. And yeah, that's not looking pretty over there in that economy, but they will be able to get by. They'll get rifles in every single player. They can get AKs out. Probably see a couple of players go to the Galil just to be able to afford a little bit of extra utility. And today, from the drone, drops Papachulo. 24 flashbangs used.
that's the sort of teammate I have. He's got 16 smokes. I mean, smokes, I guess. Everything would be using, but yeah, good stuff from the man. Photographer. I wonder how many kills actually got converted from those flashbangs, but we can find out later on. Right now, though, Dinko, like you said, by coming in, this A take from Beyond has been completely, utterly impotent. Like, they have been shut down so convincingly every single time they go towards A. And it's not just about top of mid. Like, you saw that hold. That was a brilliant hold coming out from Bren. The fact that the bomb even got planted was a miracle, if you ask me. But yeah. Score's tied up. Bren now. What a comeback, though. 11-4 down, Dinko. Here we are, all tied up, 14-all.
It's been definitely a big comeback from Bren. If you notice, the smoke actually off towards long, you can see right now, it's actually faded. But the T-side smoke is a little deeper in towards the long side. Now, that's something that Bren were not throwing. It allowed a boost kill to come in from Beyond on the CT side, so just a small note. And Pro, well, he takes down STK. It is going to be a man advantage in play for Bren in this A-tick. Attempts coming through again. Beyond trying to run in, but it's a 1-for-1 again. Just 1 versus 1s keep coming through. Meryl's stuck in the apartments. Olivia will help him. He'll take down Papachulo. 4 versus 3. Olivia says no. He's had enough of losing these kills, and he's going to fight back. Puts the bomb in the back of the bomb site. QQ taking a risky fight, but he wins it against Pro. And now it's Ja alongside Wits, looking to try and close this round. Olivia inside of the bomb site on 5 HP. QQ is just taking damage from the AWP as well. Olivia's position could be compromised here. Jay looks the wrong way, but he flicks back. Olivia goes down now. It's just QQ. He's done so much in the round. 2 kills already, but he's in the open. And Jazz going to clean it up. 15-14. Bren will be taking map point here on Inferno after being down 11-4 coming into the second half.
That was a butt clench round for both the sides. I didn't know which way it was going to go. Valiant effort from Olivia and Beyond in the end, but again, like, you lose the first player, fine. He ran in through the Molotov. There was no way that was going to get traded. But everyone else, like, even the peak from QQ and the bomb was getting planted, like, it's... I'm not a fan when players just go for these sort of individual duels. Like, it's just not worth it. When you have the man, you know, when it's not really a man disadvantage, or when you have another teammate right next to you, I just don't get how it's going to work. And again, that A bomb site, it's just... Have they even won a single... I know they've only won 3 rounds so far, but has any one of those been on the A bomb site?
I don't think so. I think they've got the kills on the A site.
The wrap to
and then
B,
been able to wrap B. But other than that, no, I don't think they have won a round on the A bomb site. So, yeah, it's been rough. And for the most part, yeah, okay, Beyond's take of the A bomb site sucks. But for the most part, it's actually Bren doing a good job at holding towards A. How many times have we seen Papachulo just get 1 or 2 kills? It's been incredible. Now we move into the last round of regulation. Overtime could be on the cards, so we have got a buy from Beyond. Backs against the wall. They had 4 overtimes in the last 18 matches they played.
Fun fact. Well, what's not fun for Beyond is the fact that they are now 1 round away from losing a map where they were leading so very, very dominantly early on, and that is it's gonna be a big hit. I know it's a map pick from Bren and everything, but for Beyond, they're gonna be it's a big punch to their morale. Well,
And other things.
and other things. Again, the hole towards it. This hole has been phenomenal. Apart from that 1 round where Poppy kind of fluffed the spray, but here we go. Again, Poppy. Well, just finds 1 this time. The trade comes in, but he's done the damage. Olivia down to 39, Merylton 44, and QQ snuck into the site. Now, I think Derek's aware of this. Oh, yeah.
Swinging wide. Malrolls goes down. Derek gets 1 kill, but it's not enough. Kaintizy and QQ with the frags, and it looks like overtime might be on the cards here. Unless Pro and Wits can pull it off. Going back in for the retake. It's Pro down in towards short. You've got Wits off in the long smoke. And they'll be wanting to come through in towards the bomb side here. Pro just looking for an angle, looking for the overextension, but it's a kill from Olivia. Now just Pro, a 1 versus 3, and he's going to go down as well. It's overtime, Blair. Straight to kick things off here today.
15-14, you need to win a round to take it to overtime, and that's the round that Beyond finds success at A. It just took 14 rounds for that to... 15 rounds, rather, for that to happen. But, well, there you have it. OT to start off the day. I mean, why the hell not? Love it. It was just the 1 round, Dinko. The 1 round where Poppy wasn't able to get more than 1 kill. He closes out the regulation in 29 kill too.
He almost needed to find that as well, because if you take a look at the setup they initially had was the 3 players towards this B bomb site. If he gets 2 kills there, obviously it's unlikely that QQ is able to assume position inside of the pit because Papachulo stays alive a little bit longer with the weakens the attack. But he goes down after just 1, and that might actually just be the deciding factor in that round. So 15-15, overtime has been reached as we head into the first half of OT.
We do. And Mitch's keyboard is really
yeah,
loud.
I can hear Mitch typing away here. He's probably laughing at us getting a little overtime. He's enjoying his time. Waking up, letting the blood go around his head. You know, it's a little early here. But overtime is certainly waking us up, Blah.
Oh yeah. Nothing like the smell of fresh overtime early in the morning.
I
as
love
the
how
saying goes.
usually, we've talked about the fact that you're in India. It's a little bit later for you, a bit more of a normal time. But what people don't realize is you live on an EU time zone, so it's like it's the same.
Pretty
You've
much.
got the same effect. Yeah.
Yeah, I sleep at like what? I think if I sleep at 2:30 a.m., that's pretty early for me. I usually sleep like 3 or 3:30, maybe even 4, and even that's reasonable. Well, I mean, these are the real gaming hours, am I right?
Yeah, you're not really a gamer if you're not up till 3 and 4 in the morning. Well, Jara on the corner, it's one kill being picked up. QQ comes down the corner back as well, but Wits is there available with the AWP. 4 versus 3 man advantage picked up for Bren. Honestly, if they pick up the CT half flawlessly here, there is a world in which Bren just can pick this up. Because their CT half, for the most part, has been amazing. So there is a world in which they find 3 rounds here. Want to Beyond to do as much work on this T side as possible. Feel like they need off to a good start here. Carry that momentum, but it's a 3v4. Man advantage in play for Bren's side. And Wits towards the back lines. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. Running right through the smoke. Pro tries to catch them off, but you can see how ready Rolls is for that. Now Papachulo and Derek on the other end of the map. Currently KNTZ as well over here to try and cut off those rotations. Oh, comes out of time, you know. He looks away. Oh, that is the worst.
Wait, did Poppy spot him?
I don't know. I think that was actually the worst timing for both players. Just kind of ships in the night as they cross.
Yeah, they have no idea. They have no idea where he was. And why this hunt is very important for Bren, sorry, for Beyond, if they really do go for it. And it looks like they're not going to be going for the hunt here. It's 10k rule set, right? It's a road to Rio. It's the RMR system. You have to follow Valve's rule set of having 10k start money for overtime, which personally, I'm personally not a big fan of. I feel like 16k is the ideal way to go about things. But hey, rules are the rules, right? So with 10k, that means the CTs, the moment you lose a bomb site, especially the first couple of rounds, you're going to just immediately save. There's no point, it's not worth going for the retake because you won't have much money heading into, let's say you lose the next round, you're going to be completely broken. Like your money's going to be broke when it comes down to the final round. So Beyond winning OT, the first round of OT, that's a big one. I agree with you. I feel like Bren's CD side have been just almost flawless, and it just come down to whatever rounds Beyond have got have been kind of like anomalies or like these massive rounds with like someone like Merrill, as we saw right now, getting 2 contact play kills towards the B bomb site. And Bren are doing a very good job forcing Beyond to, well, go above and beyond to find his rounds. Again, Jason, I do apologize for that. But here we go. 16 to 15, Beyond once more back in the lead. Just by 1 round, though.
Well, Olivia, 27 kills, 19 deaths, also 6 assists as well. It's been brilliant throughout this. Well, Pape Chulo, 29 kills. He's 1 away from that 30 bomb. Everyone's going to force the Molotov up towards top car. Wits is forced off the angle. Just under a minute in play. Still no death on the server just yet, but that might just change here with Wits' position. He hits the shot, but because it's through the wood, actually, a thin bit of plywood, that's going to protect my rolls from an AWP bullet. Turning their attentions back towards A. The T side at the ready from middle. Pro peeking out from long, has multiple players coming up towards him. QQ with the kill, and a man advantage finally pulled in play, but this time for Beyond. Utilities going up, Papachulo flashes, nades, and now in a good position, but he has to line them up. He gets 1 kill, and it's another scenario where Papachulo not getting the multi-frag. Now it's Derek who needs to do so, and he'll only get 1 kill. They've lost the A bomb site, they've probably lost around now. Wits having to go back and save this off. 17-15. If you ask me, is there a world in which Beyond's going to flawless T-half in overtime? I would say no, but they have nearly done that. They're just 1 away from doing so.
Yeah, and even with Wits saving the AWP, look at the money. Now, Poppy can buy. Who else can buy? Wits can drop a rifle. But that means if he drops a rifle, he will have to... I don't know. I think he'll have enough money to drop a rifle alongside buy a little bit of utility. But it's not going to be a full set of utility if he drops an M4. Ja Pro Derek. Derek has some money. He can buy maybe an SMG for himself. So yeah, actually, all things considered, it's not going to be terrible. They can buy decently, but it's still not ideal. And we keep harping about the fact that utility on the CD side of Inferno. And that is going to be a little bit of a problem here. Here we go, though. This take from A, like, it just boggles my mind, Dinko. Like, for 14 rounds, they couldn't take A, and then in the past 3 rounds, they're suddenly finding this success on this, well, at least 2 rounds on the A bomb side. Like, something has changed, and what's changed is Poppy not getting multi kills, and you can't put it on him. The guy's already dropped 30 kills in the server. But that can't be it, right? It can't be that Poppy needs to get a multi-kill every time they hit towards the A bomb. So there has to be something else, other people stepping up for Bren, but it's not happening. And to have clawed back so far to take it to, to reach map point and then kind of throw it away in overtime, that's gotta suck if you're Bren.
Yeah, it kind of feels like pointless in a way. You know, it's like, oh, well, he pulled us all the way back just to lose. That's unfortunate. But this is the pick of Bren. We go on to Mirage next, and Beyond are very comfortable on that map. So things do get a little bit scary for Bren if they lose this. Right out through second middle. We did know it was going to be a close one. We talked about the potential for this game to be brilliant, and certainly it has delivered. It's one of the better games of Counter-Strike we've seen in terms of actual play as well. We've seen good Counter-Strike come through, great multi-kills, setups have been good on the CT side for the most part as well. That's something we haven't really seen over the past few days because a lot of these teams, unfortunately, have been pretty rough on the CT side. So, actually, the T side, it was a little bit weaker for both teams today. But Beyond seem to have figured it out towards the end at the moment. You know, they figured out how to work this T side. Now they come down into the last round of overtime number 1 first half.
All right. Can Bren at least throw themselves a little bit? I mean, a little bit of a lifeline. There's a question here. Poppy. Alone towards a cubby. And this little bit of a mini stack towards towards B bombs that might actually work on out. 3 players at the triangle of death set up. Jaw, Wits with the AWP, and of course they have Pro playing the anti-flash, but he turns around the worst time possible, blinded, but is able to avoid it. Pre-fire coming out from SDK, but not able to quite find its mark. QQ at least finds Jaw. And all players now waiting inside, and he gets getting shut down, but Merrill from behind, sneaking in like a wraith. They're going to try and get the bomb down 1 second. They get it, but no, they run out of time. They run out of time, Dinko. How did that even happen?
They could have had a flawless T-half. They could have had all the rounds. They can't plant the bomb. And now Bren, 16 rounds, they're given a small chance going into the second half. My mind is boggled as we head into this next one. It's Bren behind by 1. Beyond have 2 rounds to collect, and they will find themselves as the victors here on Inferno. But just that one little round has actually changed things completely. The chances of Bren winning this increase. Or at least be able to get double OT.
I really don't know what to say at this point.
Well, Bren, tactical timeout coming in. They realize the pressure that is on them. And we've been given a small opportunity here, majorly to the misplays of their opponents, but for the most part, you've just got to take what you've got. The CT half was fantastic, the T side was not. And he managed to push 4 rounds in regulation. Beyond, she got better, but nonetheless, they do find rounds in overtime. Now they came in with the lead, 17-16. Beyond just 1 into the lead now. As you get right back into the action, it's going to be Bren with the full buy. Obviously, money not a problem. First few rounds, 10k overtime. It's annoying. So we'll see it drop off a little bit in the next few rounds here. So it's important that Bren get off to a good start if they want to be able to pull this back into a winnable position.
That regulation part of the game just feels like a distant memory. Look at Jaws, 17 HP. Oh, that's gotta hurt. As Olivia finds Derek. This is not good. This is not good for Bren. We know how much they struggled in the T side, but to be honest, so did Beyond. Just that Beyond seemed to have a little bit of extra gas remaining in the can. Showing up the past few rounds. Losing a man there. And worryingly enough, they've lost Derek, one of the one of the more solid players so far I've seen today. Job with the AWP very low. He's probably going to be playing this one, maybe just holding towards Banana. But it's going to come down to Poppy, Pro, and Wits to make this happen. 2 players lying in wait. Mayrold and SDK. Now, Mayrold, he has a flashbang, and we can see the rotation slowly taking place in the form of Olivia, but a hit coming in. Mayrold's playing the anti-flash. He's not going to be blinded, and he doesn't see anyone. Everyone's completely blind. There's a guy right there towards Hobbit, and it's all an SDK. He's been spotted out, but he's going to drop the bomb. He knows Pro's right around the corner. Gets to SDK, holding the line, looking for more, but Poppy finally shuts him down. It's all a John Poppy to make this one happen with 25 seconds on the clock. KNTZ, Josh spots him out. KNTZ goes for the shot, but Josh somehow finds the kill. It's a 1v2, 17 HP, bomb dropped from the side, 15 seconds on the clock, and Olivia is gonna find him. Perfect timing on the peak from the man. 18-16 beyond. Now it's their turn to get to map point, and for Bren, oh man, my heart breaks. All that effort, is it gonna be for naught, Dinko?
Well, all this clawing their way back into things might just fall flat. As Beyond, then open the hands of Olivia. They picked up AK for QQ. The rest of the rifles look to try and close in overtime. Bren with their backs against the walls, up against the ropes. Utility comes through. Flashbang off towards long, Molotov keeping QQ at bay. It's always difficult when you've really not done much on your T side for this entirety of the game, and then you're in this pressure situation where you go out if you lose this round in overtime. So it's going to be difficult for Bren to figure out something. They have looked rather uninspiring, and I think they've just realized, okay, well, we want to go B, but the bomb is still back near TF, so we got to send one player back there to get it. Derek is going to collect the bomb, and now they head in towards the B bomb site. Still haven't lost the player, so that's good enough, and also the perfect timing on the smoke. That's going to buy a few more seconds. This boost is not working well. Mayrold eventually gets up. Another push comes in from the T side. They go through, Mayrold's up in a good position. Oh, Derek is gone, and he's alone because of the Molotov. But Pro, how is he here?
What?
He's got 2 kills. How did he get in that position? And now Papachulo goes down. Now it's a 3 versus 3.
Did Pro just teleport into
Yeah,
construction?
felt like it. I didn't actually see what the hell he done. Maybe he's just got in front of his teammates around on the bomb side, but I really don't know how he's done that.
I want to really see a replay of that, but now it's going to be KNTZ left alone. He knows where Wits is, he knows where Pro is, but with a couple of bullets, he's giving it away. Good job pushing in. Well, Wits, KNTZ actually aware of that, and now there's no time remaining. They're trying to take away the guns that they have, trying to keep them pinned down. Bear in mind, the CTs have money.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it expensive for the players, and yeah, they're done for it. Willie's going to survive. Will Wits survive?
Wits will get away.
Yeah, he will. 7 HP, but he will survive. So the AWP is going to stay in play, although it wasn't doing really much. I still want to see a replay of how the hell Pro made his way into construction that fast, as we do have a little bit of a head-to-head between Olivia and Poppy Chulo. It was Wits who we picked earlier, but Poppy, he is put up a hell of a showing here.
He really has, and honestly, he was quite quiet throughout this tournament so far. So it's good to see him step up and really have the performance we know he's capable of. He is the most experienced player in this team. We see him in so many of these Filipino rosters. He's doing a lot of work. I'd like to actually just check his statistics from his previous matches as well, because I would love to see the trajectory from them. So I'll take a little quick look at that. So against Tiger, he managed to post. He was bottom of the team, 43 and 47. And against Vici, he was bottom with 21 kills being posted across both maps. So, yeah, he has been relatively quiet, and this has been a huge turnaround.
One more round for Bren. And this time around, as much just like to say, are the turntables. It was Beyond trying to bring it back to overtime in regulation, and now it's Bren's turn. They need to somehow crack one of these bomb sites open. Does a bomb site hit? This could be it. It could potentially work or not. QQ and KNTZ, the only 2 players, and look at how deep they're pushed on in. KNTZ is going to be pressured towards the apps. The waterfall. It's do or die, Dinko. See what happens though. Flash gonna be popping out.
Oh, KTZ lining him up the first kill, but he's down. Papachulo, he's been fantastic, but he only gets the 1 kill. And now 3 versus 4. Man advantage in play for Beyond.
You need to play that. Oh, that's a big gap.
That's the gap and the bombs right there as well. So QQ can just lock this down. He can just stay at this position. That's going to be very, very difficult. Boost comes over the top of the smoke. Derek has to be spotted, but it's Wits up in the apartment. It's nearly going down. Olivia can't hit the shot, unfortunately. Now it might have to be the retake at this point. Bren with a good utility usage, keeping the CTs at bay as they come back into things. Mayorals from the apartments. This could be such a solid position. He's got an MP7 though. He's up in the balcony. It's going to be a Molotov to clear that big pip player out. While smoke coming in as well from the balcony player, he can drop down in, and while Wits under pressure, oh, it's an AWP. He can't hit the shot. It's all on Pro. It looks like it's done here. It's going to be Beyond taking it in overtime. 19-17. The map pick of Bren goes their way. And while that was such a great game of Counter-Strike, really, Bren 11-4 down coming out of the first half. They come back into the second, and they managed to get enough rounds to call it to overtime. And, well, at this point,